Hello! It's Raimi, and today I'm going to be reading for 3 hours a day to kind of get myself, I don't know if I would say I'm like fully in a reading slump, but I feel a little slumpy, I guess, if that makes sense. So I kind of thought this would be a fun like activity slash exercise in committing to a certain amount of time towards reading every day. And I know like I have been like playing games, I have been on my phone like way too much. And so I kind of want to shift that in the time that I would normally be spending on my phone. I'm gonna pick up my book and read my book instead. So for 7 days, I'm gonna read 3 hours a day, which would be just under 24 hours of reading for 1 week. And I picked out the books that I would like to read. And if I get through these 2 books, I have so many other books to get to as well, so I'm not worried about like running out of books by any means. The 2 books that I picked out for this week are Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney. I got this one for Christmas actually, and I'm super excited to see kind of what Alice Feeney is all about. And then I think this is book 1 of the Entangled with Fae. I'm not 100% sure. The Curse of the Wolf King. And I'm pretty sure it's a Beauty and the Beast retelling. So I'm super excited, and I like that this can be a standalone, or I can choose to read the other books if I want to. These are the 2 books that I'm planning on finishing this week, and I may or may not get to other books. I mean, they're relatively short books. While I'm not sitting down and reading, I'm gonna take those opportunities to listen to the 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle, like while I'm like putting away laundry or driving or whatever. I don't think I'm gonna count that towards my 3 hours a day. I'll just be doing that in addition to. Instead of like maybe watching a YouTube video, I'll put on my book instead. So yeah, we're just trying to combat the excessive screen time and read some good books. So anyway, I'm going to get started on one of these books. I'm not exactly sure which one to do first. I might do a poll on Instagram and see what you guys think. I will check back in with you guys when I'm doing my 3 hours for today. I don't know, guys, I don't know, but we're gonna do the thing. We're gonna do the dang thing right now. Okay, bye. I'm boiling some water for some tea, and I posted a poll on which book I should read. It says it's exactly 50-50. I'm like, oh no. I need to know. So I might wait like maybe 10 more minutes and see if there's any other votes that come through with which book I should read. So I'm going to make my tea and get settled in, and I will start clocking in my 3 hours for today. Okay guys, I picked Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney because the poll is still 50-50. So I had to pick, which is fine. We're gonna start reading. So I'm going to pull up a timer and we're going to start it together. Ready? Boop. Okay, time to read. Stopping for the time being. It is definitely building up for something to happen, for sure. Like, you can already tell. And the dynamic between the couple. So Amelia and Adam are married, and it goes between their 2 perspectives, and it also goes between the perspective of Amelia writing Adam letters on their anniversary every year. You're getting the story kind of from all sides and all perspectives, which I really like. I love a dual POV. So far so good. But right now I'm taking a break. Our house is a little bit of a mess right now, so I'm gonna go do some cleaning, picking up, whatnot, and I'll probably listen to an audiobook while I'm doing that, and then I will get back to doing my reading for today. Hello guys. We just got back from the gym. There's Jacob. And I walked on the treadmill for a while, and I got to an hour and 42 minutes. I think that was some fun little progress, and I actually kind of enjoy reading on the treadmill, so it might become a thing. it's just kind of a fun way to pass the time. Okay, I haven't showered yet, but I paused to read a little bit, and it's interesting because it's switching from, sorry, Jacob is actually, the reason why I haven't showered yet is Jacob is changing our shower head because we needed a new one, but it switched from first person point of view to third person point of view, which is interesting, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. So I'm a little like, what's happening? But we'll see. We'll see. It is the next day, and I fell asleep last night, so I only made it to 2 hours and 46 minutes, which is 14 minutes under 3 hours. But today it is definitely my goal to hit the 3-hour mark. I'm going to reset my timer for today, and I am going to keep reading. I did make it to page 114. So I'm going to sit down and read while I get myself some food. I'll let you know when I start my 3 hours officially for today. We are going to get started for the day on our reading. And we're gonna go ahead and press start. Let's see. For today. Boop. Okay. We're gonna read. I just had to foam roll because I was sitting in the same spot for like 2 hours. 1 hour and 54 minutes thus far. I think I'm gonna pause for now. I just made it to page 195. So we're like coming up to the conclusion, and really nothing has happened yet, so I'm curious. But I definitely think I will be finishing this book today. If not, I'll be wrapping it up first thing tomorrow. It's been a day and a half, and I'm almost done with a 300-page book. I mean, that's pretty cool. So I will probably read later this evening. So I will catch back up with you guys when I start the timer up again. Okay, I am about to finish the 3 hours. I've literally just been reading. I'm on page 242. This freaking book, oh my gosh. I have 50 pages left, a little under 50 pages left, and I might have to read past 3 hours today because I think I have to know what happens. This twist that I just read right now, I did not expect this. Oh my freaking goodness. I had to pause it to give you this info, but I'm gonna press play and I'm going to finish out my 3 hours, and then I'm probably gonna keep reading. Here we go. I just hit 3 hours for today. I'm probably gonna keep reading, so it'll be more than 3 hours today, which will make up for my under 3 hours yesterday. I feel like reading 3 hours today wasn't as daunting as I thought it was going to be. So yeah, and I think I'm going to be finishing this book, which is crazy. I'll be finishing it in 2 days. I will let you know when I actually officially finish this book, just because. And then we will start our 3 hours for tomorrow, probably with a new book. I really do think I'm gonna finish this tonight since I only have like 45 pages left. Last check-in for the night. I read for another hour and 9 minutes. I was just curious to see how long it would take me to finish out the book, and I will be moving on to our next book. I will see you tomorrow when I start the 3 hours. It is the next day, and I took the dust jacket off of the book, but not gonna lie, this like cover is a little hilarious to me. I like the back with the rose, but the front's a little I don't know if I'll be reading this book out in public is what I'm trying to say. It says I have like 20 minutes to transfer footage for the video I'm going to be editing today. So I was going to sit down and read some of Curse of the Wolf King. I'm going to start my reading for the day with my coffee. I have my oat milk latte. Delicious as always. And where's my phone? Oh my gosh. I'm recording on my phone. I was gonna start the timer and show you guys, but you'll just have to take my word for it that I'm starting Curse of the Wolf King. There's a little map in here, which is kind of cool. We're gonna get started. Hi guys, I am cooking dinner and today has not been the best for reading, I guess. I've read 24 minutes. So I'm gonna try to get in some reading while I'm waiting for my pasta to cook and my chicken to cook. So yeah. I love that yesterday I was like 4 hours, like way over the time, and now today it's like 24 minutes. So I have some reading to do today, so wish me luck. Hanging out with my best friend, and I just wanted to do a check-in. She's taking her dogs out really quick, and I figured it was a good time. So last night I did not even make it to the 2-hour mark. I made it to a 1 hour and 49 minutes. So that was kind of sad, and I haven't even started reading any today, and it's already 2:30. So I'm gonna take this opportunity to start reading. I did make it fairly far into the book for only reading for less than 2 hours. I'm at page 70, which I feel like is pretty good. I'm going to sit here, I'm gonna restart the timer. I just cleared it, and we're going to read while she takes her dogs out. And then we're gonna go thrifting for some more books, which I'm so excited about. So yeah. It is later in the day, and I'm not gonna lie, I am so exhausted. It's only 7:45. It feels like 11 o'clock at night. Like, it feels so late. And today I have only read 2 minutes. Is that right? I have read barely anything today, but I did go thrifting with my friends for a bunch of new books. And I will give you guys a sneak peek really quick. That's my stack of books from the thrift store. It is now time for me to just literally curl up on the couch and read, and I am so excited for it. Like, I am ready to be cozy in my favorite spot in the corner of my couch with this book. Also, I will say, like, the feel of this book, it's like almost like a matte feel. It feels so good, and it's like, I don't know, this is like the perfect size. I really like this size. I don't know, and the way that, like, I don't know, the pages are just cut really well, or like something, I don't know. But the build of this book, like the quality of this book is really great. I really, really like it. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up, and I'm going to start reading for the day pretty much. I'm going to start the timer. Just over the 1 hour mark, and I just thought it was funny because me and Jacob wanted to get in bed because we're tired and we wanted to be comfy, but he also wasn't ready to go to bed, so he brought his entire video game setup into our room so that he can play video games in bed because we don't have a TV in our bedroom. Really glamorous.
Living our best life.
Yes. He's gonna play video games and I'm going to read. have my coffee left. I just wanted to give you guys a little update. Unfortunately, yesterday we only made it to 2 hours and 5 minutes. Not gonna lie, reading 3 hours every day for 7 days in a row is a lot, okay? Like, obviously, like the day I read for 4 hours, like that's a day, like I feel like that's pretty normal, where like normally I'll read about like 1 hour a day, and then there are some days where I'm just like, it's a reading day and I'm reading for like 4 hours, but I don't normally read 3 hours a day. Because 3 hours a day is kind of a lot when you have a lot of other things to do. We're going to reset, and then I'm going to start reading some this morning while I finish up my coffee. I made it to page 221, so we're on the home stretch. So I do think we're probably gonna finish it today. What I'm gonna try to do, I think, is break it up into like 30-minute chunks. And if I feel like reading longer than the 30 minutes, that's fine. But instead of telling myself like I have to sit down for like an hour and a half and read when I have other pressing matters, I think breaking it into multiple 30-minute chunks is going to kind of give me success for today. It is Wednesday and I have to do this until Friday. So I have 2 more days, or I guess 3 more days, because today is Wednesday morning. So I really want to finish this out majority of the time reading 3 hours a day. I don't want to like halfway do this. It's just more difficult than I think I thought it would be. So I'm going to zap my coffee and do some reading.
That handsome face of his, caught somewhere between fear and excitement.
Oh my gosh, guys, that was such a whirlwind. Okay, so I called ahead and I checked online to make sure that they had a copy of The Wicked King at my local Barnes & Noble. They were nowhere to be found. I drove all the way down here, could not find them. I was in the store for like 50 minutes waiting for the guy to check. He was checking the back, he was checking all the displays. He was so nice and so helpful. He could not find it anywhere. I was getting frustrated, not at the guy helping me. The book, okay. This is just me ranting for a second. So the book was part of their buy one get one 50% off sale, and The Queen of Nothing was also part of that sale online. And so I was going to get both of the books for a really good deal. So the guy was like, I can order them for you. And I was like, okay, but can you guys do the buy one get one 50% off so I can still get the sale? And he was like, no, like unfortunately when we're ordering it for you, we can't do that. And I was like, what? Like that makes 0 sense. I was like, okay, well, never mind, I guess. He was really helpful. It has nothing to do with the person helping me at Barnes & Noble. It was just the situation. And so I came out in my car and I called Jacob and I was like, I'm so mad, like I just want to find this stupid book. And I called like everywhere. I called a bunch of my other like used bookstores in the area. No one has it. I looked on Target.com. They don't have it in my local store. No one freaking has this book. Jacob, being the sweetest man that he is, I was like, yeah. And the freaking most infuriating part is they have a box set, okay? They have a box set and it has it in there, and I can't just buy the one. Like I would have to buy the whole box set, and the whole box set is $40. He was like, you're gonna want them all, right? And I was like, well, I mean, yeah. And he was like, and you're gonna need to read them all, right? And I was like, yeah, but I'm trying not to spend that much money. And he was like, just go get the box set. So I got the box set. I am very excited. I want to read The Wicked King so bad, okay? I want to read it so stinking bad. We have The Wicked King, finally. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I'm going to decompress, listen to my audiobook, and get my butt home so I can do the things that I actually needed to do today, not get caught up in this craziness that is books and the desire to read a book when you want to read a book. So, bye! So, today we were able to make good progress. I have read for an hour and 50 minutes, so I have a little over 1 hour left. I am going to continue to read. I'm gonna go plop myself on my favorite part of the couch, and we're going to continue to read our book. We hit our 3 hour mark, and I am almost done with the book. I'm in the epilogue. I'm gonna finish out the book tonight after I get ready for bed. And then we get to start a new book tomorrow, which is really exciting. I think I'm going to start The Wicked King because I went through all kinds of craziness to get it today. So it's only fair and right that I start reading it after all of that. I'll check in with you guys tomorrow when I start my new book. So last night we did 3 hours and 13 minutes of reading, and I did officially finish The Curse of the Wolf King, and we can finally put the dust jacket back on because yeah, we are officially moving on to The Wicked King by Holly Black, and I'm so excited. In my last video I read The Cruel Prince finally, and one of my friends has been telling me like, you need to read it, you need to read it, you need to keep going, it's worth it, it's worth it. And so I'm like, okay, it's happening. So we're moving on to The Wicked King. This one is also a relatively short book. After the ordeal of yesterday, I'm excited to finally get to dive into this book. I'm going to make myself coffee, and we're gonna kind of have a leisurely morning reading. And we're gonna tick off some of that 3 hours I have to do today. So yeah, I'll check back in with you guys in a little bit. It is later in the day, and we have read for 41 minutes so far today. We are going to start the timer and start reading right now.
Freaking needed, but now I don't have it because you took it.
Sorry, I had to. Ready? Set. Go. Next. So the ultimate winner is the game night champion himself. I just got back from the library because I just felt like, I don't know, I just wanted to go to the library, you know? Sometimes that's just how it is. If you want to see me at the library, I made a little TikTok about it, but I got some fun books. I am going to get started on my reading for the day. I was 10 minutes shy of 3 hours and I could not do it. I was so tired. So I shut down for the night. I was done. It was time. Technically, the night before I read an extra 13 minutes, so we'll just call that a wash. I don't know. I was warm when I came in and now I'm cold. Again and again and again, I'm impressed by Holly Black's writing. It's like, it feels like it flies by at the same time of having so much detail packed into it. And I don't know how she does it. I genuinely don't. And the fact that like all of her books are like 300 and something pages, like they're not long books. And I'm like, how do you pack so much into a book that's just over 300 pages? Like, I don't understand. Because there are books that I've read that are like 500 pages where I feel like I got nothing out of it. And I'm like, this is 326 pages and my mind is blown. So like, magic. Enough rambling. I'm gonna sit down, gonna cuddle into the couch and we're gonna do some reading, and maybe I'll grab a snack or something. I didn't even notice, but I've officially hit 3 hours and I'm on page 240 and it's only 10 o'clock right now, so I think I'm gonna keep reading and I'm gonna time it still just because I'm curious of my total reading time this week. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna finish it tonight, but maybe. If not tonight, tomorrow morning. I'm gonna do my final overview with you guys tomorrow and kind of give you my overall thoughts of this week. And yeah, I'm gonna keep reading, get ready for bed, but we'll see what my total for today is. I'm curious. So anyway, we made it. We made it to the 3 hour mark and we made it to the end of this challenge. So yeah, I'll check in with you guys tomorrow. It is officially the end of the week and I have officially finished reading for 3 hours a day. Last night I actually made it to almost 5 hours. I was so in my book. These are the 3 books that I finished. That still blows me away, the amount of reading I was able to do while still not hitting the 3 hour mark every single time. I don't know right now because I haven't edited and I'm not sure the total amount of hours I read this week, but I will put it right here to show you how many hours I actually wound up reading. I can confirm that I am no longer in a reading slump. I am like devouring books. I'm on to The Queen of Nothing in this trilogy, which is great. That was one of like the main purposes of doing what I was doing. The other purpose was to kind of help decrease my screen time. So last week I was down 16% from my normal average, which is actually pretty cool because I felt like I was still spending a lot of time on my phone, but I mean, that's like the definitive data that I was actually not spending quite as much time as I normally would, which is pretty cool. Could I have done better with the screen time and been more intentional with the screen time? Yes. It's still really cool to see that there's a legitimate decrease in screen time by 16%. I think that's pretty cool. And I read some really great books. I thought Rock, Paper, Scissors was so good and nothing of what I expected. I did not call anything that happened in this book, so highly recommend if you are wanting to read an Alice Feeney book, you're wanting something suspenseful and one that is not easily callable. The Wicked King, I think I gave 5 out of 5. So yeah, highly recommend these books if you're wanting an intense, so unique and creative fantasy world to kind of become a part of. Yes, and now I'm on to the 3rd and final book of the trilogy. And then Curse of the Wolf King, I was pleasantly surprised. I think at first I was a little like, I don't know if I'm gonna like a whole retelling, but I wound up really enjoying this book and I am excited to pick up another book from the Entangled with Fae series. I don't know like how fast I'm gonna go run and do that. I absolutely love that she kind of connected all of the different stories in a way, like through side characters and whatnot. I think that's great. I would say it was a week of amazing books and I'm really thankful that I did this and kind of sat down and really devoted time to reading. I think I really needed that and it truly did reignite my love and desire for reading books and actively reading and not spending so much time on my phone, and just also like picking up books that feel like me in the moment and what I'm in the mood to read, not necessarily like on a TBR or like something that I'm telling myself I have to read for whatever reason. I think that was kind of a good lesson in remembering that while it's great to make a TBR and it's great to make all these plans, it's also great to just have a period of time where you just read what sounds good in the moment and what feels good to you in the moment and not putting any sort of restraints or restrictions on it. I think I really enjoyed that, and I read more books that way than I think I would have if I had told myself I had to read certain books. I think 3 hours a day is a lot. I think that's a little bit too much for me. I mean, like obviously some days I read more than 3 hours because I was just so engrossed in my book and I had the time and I wanted to, but I think I really would like to commit to about 1 hour of reading a day. I think I would get through some of the books that I want to read. I think it would help keep decreasing my overall screen time, prioritizing the books that I'm, excited about. I think 1 hour is a good goal to hit every day. I would say I think it was a great tool for helping me with my reading slump. So if you're in a reading slump, I would highly recommend picking out some books that just sound really good to you and committing to reading a big chunk during your day. And I think it really helped me. So I would highly recommend if you're feeling that same way. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you in my next one. Happy reading. Bye.